Hello people, and welcome to Crypto Exposed. World's first HBAR ETP launched by Hashgraph Association and Valor. Okay guys, let's get into it. So, got this article here just explaining how there's been a HBAR ETP launched, and really great stuff to see here, I have to say. What does this mean? Well, look, let me just put it to you like this. When you look at what's been done through the Bitcoin ETF as of recent, right? When the ETF got launched, what did that do for the price? It was incredible, right? It's basically spurred on a bull run earlier than anticipated. It's obviously spurred on a lot of new people getting involved. There's been absolute record-breaking achievements done through the ETF, through Bitcoin being traded. So it's been massive in terms of getting the average people involved with Bitcoin. Now, I will say this, look, this isn't an American ETP / ETF, okay? So I do just want to make that clear. So it's not going to have quite the same impact, but this is good because this is the start. It's showing you that there are people going in a direction. There is demand for an ETP. They felt that it is warranted in certain regions, and all this means is that they can continue to show that there's other places that would want this, right? So let's say, for example, this ETP shows that there's significant demand for it and people are using it. Well, then this may attract other companies to want to look at it in other countries. For example, let's just say BlackRock, for example. If BlackRock were looking around thinking, okay, let's try and do some more ETFs, you know, we've got the Bitcoin one, we've just had the Ethereum one approved, let's start looking at other tokens that we could look to do an ETF for. They could say, okay, well, what out there has, good demand? What out there can we see that already has ETPs, ETFs, etc., currently being utilized in other countries? Like, can we see them successfully running in other countries with these types of ETPs or ETFs, right? And so if this is good, in the end, like if this is a success for Hedera, one, it's adding to value because this is, again, making it more accessible for the average person, but it's also good for the companies in terms of having the interest, right? In terms of, them thinking, okay, we'll create an American ETP / ETF. So I think this is something that could be huge. I really do. We'll have to see how it goes in terms of, what it does. Not just for the price, because I don't think you should be just looking at price, but in terms of like the adoption, because that's the main thing with ETPs and ETFs. Like the main thing about this is adoption, right? Because what this does is it just makes it more accessible to the average person, because there might be people who want to invest in, let's say, HBAR or Bitcoin, whatever, but they just don't want to get involved in crypto. They don't want to have to learn how to utilize crypto. They don't want to have to, set up a wallet and all that kind of stuff. So an ETP / ETF is just the easier way to get involved without having to really get involved in crypto, so to speak. It's just, okay, let me just pay into this fund and then I basically hold HBAR via the fund, right? So it's definitely something that's a positive, right? It's just making it more accessible. And we'll see how successful this is, but there has already been a little rally in price off of the back of this news. So you can already see that it's, helping to add value. And I think this will only continue to build up over time as they see the ETF / ETP being successfully utilized. So yeah, to me, I think this is really good. It's a really great start in terms of just adding to more adoption for HBAR. And I think over long term, it will just continue to, show people and companies that there are demand out there for the average person to not just want to get involved with HBAR, but want to get involved with crypto as a whole. Because the more they see this kind of stuff, the more they're going to want to try and make it more accessible for the everyday user. And that's what we keep calling mass adoption, right? That's the thing I keep, talking about, because that's what's really going to help bring value toward the crypto space is mass adoption, when people are getting involved, but they don't have to necessarily understand crypto thoroughly to be able to do this, because it's not easy, to be honest with you. There are like parts of crypto that can be a little bit complex for, just the everyday person. So making it more simplistic is obviously going to just make it way more easier for people to get involved. So great stuff to see here. We'll see how it all goes. I'll keep track of this, but I think this is really positive, and I think this is just going to continue to add value for HBAR long term. But what do you guys think? The world's first HBAR ETP. Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'll be interested to hear. Thank you very much for watching this. If you did like it, please remember to drop a comment, like, and subscribe. But until next time, take care.